Assalamu alaikum. We have reached lesson 11 in the book Shifala by Ibn Qayyim al-Jawzi, and we are on the stage of Mashiyyah. Yesterday I read to you many Quranic verses, and I'd like to finish reading more today, because they are listed one by one in a row in 3 pages of this book. And I always like to be true to what the author intended. I never like to interpret anything that the author said, except some asides from a modern viewpoint as an American, and anything that I think would make it easier for you to comprehend that might be difficult. But basically I like to stick to the exact text, because after all, who am I to improve on Ibn al-Qayyim? And we're still on the Mashiyyah, what Allah has willed. And here are the remaining verses. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يختص برحمته من يشاء. He specializes for his mercy whom he will. Next, وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يُزَكِّي مَن يَشَاءُ. But he increases, Allah increases, يُزَكِّي مَن يَشَاءُ. Next, وَاللَّهُ يُضَاعِفُ لِمَن يَشَاءُ. Allah adds to يُضَاعِفُ for whom he will. Next, نُصِيبُ بِرَحْمَتِهَا مَن نَشَاءُ. We will allow to happen, نُصِيبُ بِرَحْمَتِنَا مَن نَشَاءُ. This word nasibu is sometimes when people hear about a musibah, they always translate it or think about it as something really bad. And it doesn't have to be such. It's just an occurrence which more or less you feel it's suddenly foisted upon you. And as we know in our aqidah, you really don't know what's good for you most of the time. So accept gracefully. Next, نَرْفَعُ دَرَجَاتٍ مَّن نَشَاءُ. نَرْفَعُ دَرَجَاتٍ مَّن نَشَاءُ means he will raise up levels whom he will. ذَلِكَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ يُؤْتِيهِ مَن يَشَاءُ. That is the favor of Allah. He gives it to whom he will. Next, وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَمُنُّ عَلَى مَن يَشَاءُ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ. يَمُنُّ, Allah يَمُنُّ مَن يَشَاءُ min ibadi is giving like a favor. Yamunnu munna, it's something good. Next, fanaji man nasha, and he will cause to succeed whom he will. فَيَبْسُطُهُ فِي السَّمَاءِ كَيْفَ يَشَاءُ. And he will spread forth in the sky how he wills. Inna Rabbi latifun lima yasha. My Lord is very delicate and subtle to whom he wills. Latif. We went over the meaning of lutf. It's a beautiful word. Lutf is the adjective. Lutf is the noun. Latif is the adjective. I keep getting these messages on my screen, and I tell people not to bother me at this time, but it doesn't work. So they're making me mix up and misread. Excuse them. يُؤْتِي الْحِكْمَةَ مَن يَشَاءُ. He gives wisdom to whom he will. Hikmah. Next. وَلَوْ نَشَاءُ لَتَمَسْنَا عَلَىٰ أَعْيُنِهِمْ. Oh my goodness. وَلَوْ نَشَاءُ لا تمسنا على عيونهم. Oh, this is something, alhamdulillah, I know grammar, because the la construction is impossible. So this is لو نشاء لا تمسنا على عيونهم. It's called the shart and jawab in Arabic. He will not take away our sight. Well, I have to really think about this a little bit more and consult my sheikha, my big muallima, that is just a touch away, phone call away, because how could this grammatical point be such, laula construction? I said I wouldn't go into this Arabic, but it's just so interesting because in wa'idha, walau are used the three different particles or huruf in Arabic for conditionals. And they are used in the Quran thusly. You can analyze and see. However, of course Allah can take away someone's sight if He wants to. So I'm going to have to review this one with her. This one. وَلَوْ نَشَاءَ لَتَمَسْنَا عَلَى أَعْيُنِهِمْ. Next, وَلَوْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ لَذَهَبَ بِسَمْعِهِمْ وَأَبْصَارِهِمْ. It's another one with the laula, and it has to do with He can take away your hearing and your sight. I'll be sure to get back to you on this. I won't forget. Next, إِن يَشَأْ يُسْكِنْ الرِّيحَ. If Allah wants to, He'll stop the wind. Next, لَوْ نَشَاءُ لَجَعَلْنَاهُ هُطَامًا. Another laula, He can make things, hutama means scattered, like when you want to plant a field and you want it to grow and you want to reap the harvest and you want to make it beneficial, He can just destroy it. Next, لَوْ نَشَاءَ جَعَلْنَاهُ أَجَّاجًا. This one does not have the la, so it just لَوْ نَشَاءَ جَعَلْنَاهُ أَجَّاجًا. We can make it fragmented, useless. Next, فَسَوْفَ يُغْنِيكُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ إِنْ يَشَاء. I like this one. سَوْفَ. Allah will enrich you from His favors if He wills. Next, إِنْ يَشَاء يُذْهِبْكُمْ وَيَسْتَخْلِفْ مِنْ بَعْدِكُمْ مَا يَشَاء. If He wills, He will wipe you away, sweep you away. يُذْهِبْكُمْ. And then put in your place يَسْتَخْلِفْ مِنْ بَعْدِكُمْ, after you, مَا يَشَاء. And next, وَلَوْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ لَأَعْنَتَكُمْ. It's another laula. We're going to really make an issue out of this, inshallah. Next, وَاللَّهُ يَجْتَبِي إِلَيْهِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. Allah will draw near to him whom He will. And this is about Musa. إِنْ هِيَ إِلَّا فِتْنَتُكَ تُفَضِّلُ بِهَا مَنْ تَشَاءُ وَتَهْدِي مَنْ نَشَاءُ. You know, sometimes a fitna, the same as the musibah, it says here, in hiya ila fitnatuka, this is your trial. I'm sorry. Tudillu bihi man tasha. Send astray whom. There's a typo here. Man tasha, if وَتَهْدِي مَنْ تَشَاءُ. No, I'm not going to go over this one because, let's save it to Ayah 155 from Surah Al-A'raf. Let's mark that for future reference. You know, sometimes these books do have typos, so you have to be careful. Next, وَنُقِرُّ فِي الْأَرْحَامِ مَا نَشَاءُ. We will keep in the wombs, place in the wombs, and nuqiru, let it stay there, the little fetus, as we will. And as you know, there are miscarriages and so forth. So that's always from Allah, and not to be upset because Allah says He will nuqiru, He will allow it to stay. My mom had 8 children and 5 miscarriages, but it didn't stop her. My mom had 4 children in her 30s and 4 in her 40s. My little sister was born when she was 48. My other brother, she was 46. My other brother, she was 44. And my other brother, she was 42. And, you know, yeah, those were the days. Women were a lot stronger than we are now. Next, في أي سورة ما شاء ركبك. Allah will put you in any form that He will. A surah, it means your shape. Next, لله ملك السماوات والأرض يخلق ما يشاء يهب لمن يشاء إناثا ويهب لمن يشاء ذكور أو يزوجهم ذكرانا وإناثا وَيَجْعَلُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ عَقِيمًا. This is a most wondrous ayah. It's in Surah Shura, verses 49 and 50. To Allah is the ownership, and mulk is what it means, of the earth and skies, and He creates what He will. And He will bestow upon who He will female children, and upon whom He will male children. Or He will give them both males and females, or He will let them be aqima, which is sterile, not able to reproduce, and that is of His will. يَهْدِي اللَّهُ لِنُورِهِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. Allah will guide to His light whom He will. Now I think I will stop because this has been 4 pages of this chapter, and I do believe that this chapter is going to take at least 2 more lessons, and maybe 3, because now he's going to go on with lengthy explanations, in depth, and no repetitions like I just did for you with the verses. But I felt it would be useful for you to hear all of that repetition, because if you follow along with it and you're focusing and you're really trying to concentrate, everyone is different, and there are some that might seem so similar, but Allah says in a verse in the Quran that He doesn't create anything abatha. Abatha means with no reason. So if one verse seems extremely similar in context of its revelation or in context of what we're to glean from it, there's always a little bit of a difference extra, or perhaps more clear. Although I believe that all the verses of the Quran are very clear. And then if you have a little glitch and you ask those who got the book before you, those who are more knowledgeable than you, it only takes them a minute or 2 to explain it to you. And that's why the miracle of the Quran is in every day and age, in every place in time. People are studying the Quran, and they're memorizing the Quran. The Quran is the most living example that Islam is the truth. Now, I always turn back to the issue of, well, how can we do this if we don't know Arabic? Well, Allah's giving us a window now. He gives you what you deserve, and if He feels you deserve it, you will get it. Now, I know as an American, and as I keep saying, I'm 72 and a half now. I can tell you there was no Arabic. And when they did start, they, quote unquote, they would offer Egyptian colloquial. You prefer Egyptian colloquial, or would you like Palestinian dialect or Lebanese? Shame on them, quote unquote. But Allah is qadir ala amri. It means He's quite capable in His affairs. And now it's changing. And one of the ways it's changing is YouTube videos and the internet. We do have a qa'ada in Aqidah, a principle which says the very things that were created to destroy Islam are the things that Allah uses to cause Islam to become victorious. So for all of the, what's the word I should use? I have to be careful, I'm fasting. Nasty, is that okay? Hip-hop, rap videos, and downright dirty Netflix films. You will find so many more YouTube videos and so many more documentaries that will enlighten you and cause you to have a wide perspective on the world and the other, because I believe it's very important that Muslims are not pigeonholed and they don't live in an illusion that they're the best and everyone else is dirt. First of all, Allah says in the Quran, "La tuzaku anfusakum." Allahu a'lam man ihtada wa man ittaqa. Don't claim purity for yourselves. Allah knows more who's guided and who is pious. So we can say Islam is perfect, but we're not. And we should be very ready to admit that. And always look at the other as they are a potential Muslim. They just need ilm, knowledge. Assalamu alaikum.